Sunny Marble or Hot Cheetos nail art with tones acrylic system in this video coming up. Hey guys, Anastasia here. Today I will be trying a new product from a tones acrylic system. I will need acrylic liquid and acrylic powders, glass which is clear and cover pink, forms to do the extensions, and few colors. One is bright yellow, orangey yellow, neon orange with glitter, and another type of orange, and brush number 8. Let's get started. I already prepped the nails and now I will set up the form. We decided to do sculptured ballerina shape or tapered square. So I applied dehydrator and non-acid primer, and first thing is always creating the clear base. So I will use a glass acrylic powder. This is the moment where you actually create the shape and the length of the nail. My first impression from this brand is that they have so many colors, so many beautiful collections. There's definitely something to choose from. And another thing is forms. I mean, they're great. I will show you later how to set them up, how do they look like, but they're really sticky. They're not too thin and not too thick at the same time. So you probably know, guys, if you've been watching my previous videos, that I am very picky when it comes to the forms, and these ones will definitely go into my recommended list. This step is very important as you're actually creating the shape and the look of the nail, because later we will be adding colors, and if the surface is uneven, then the design might not look as good as you want it to. So I also adding clear on the nail bed area, and let's start playing with the colors. So I start with yellow. You probably noticed that the consistency I'm using is closer to wet because this is the best way to achieve marble look. And do not worry, it is fine to do that as long as you have clear product underneath. So never work with a wet consistency product right on top of the natural nail. But when you do that on top of the product, it's fine. So I'm mixing yellow and orange colors to get this marble look, and also I'm picking up the bead which contains two colors at once. So you simply dip your brush in yellow first and then into the orange. So once you see any spots, which is pretty easy here since the form is black, and I'm filling them with any color. So then I took a neon orange to add more vibrant colors, to add more neons, and also stretching them up. The secret to creating a fade or a marble like this is that beads that you are using should be tiny. Do not take too much, as it will be pretty hard to stretch them to make this color fade, but when they're small, it's easy. Once you're happy with the colors, it is time to take cover pink and blend it from the cuticle area towards the free edge. This color blends so well, so I think it will be ideal for baby boomer or for any kind of ombre. Then I take another one and place it closer to the cuticle area and blend it again. Make sure that the cuticle area is super thin and no extra product is there and no product is touching the skin. Last thing we need to do here is to encapsulate the part where we have colors. So if you notice that some parts are missing or the apex is missing, you can build it all with a clear acrylic. Because usually after multicolor blending like that, the surface is a little bit uneven. So with clear, we encapsulate it, we build the structure and the apex, and also even it all out. Then we can carefully pinch the nail, take off the form, and that's it. Now let me guys show you the form. So this is how they look like, and you can cut them before you separate them from the paper. These lines make it so easy to work with. So basically you measure the width of the natural nail and then you cut it accordingly. And the material that these forms are made of is really great. Like I said, it's not too thin and it's flexible enough, so I can definitely recommend them to you guys. So I'm using the ones that are like traditional forms, but they also have a different version which are longer that will be suitable for creating longer nails such as stilettos or long coffin nails. So now it is time to set up the form. Since I'm doing sculptured ballerina shape, I feed the form a little bit downwards. Take a look from one side and from the other, make sure there are no gaps between the nail and the form, and once it's set, we can apply dehydrator and non-acid primer, and you can actually do that before fitting the form. It's your choice, and then we're going to go through the same steps again. First, we take a clear product and create the base, and actually, for this kind of designs, usually I also used white as the background because white makes all colors, especially neons, brighter. But with these colored acrylics, I did not really needed that. As you've seen, these colors are still pretty bright and vibrant, so I mostly used colors from Arlequin and Vitral collections, but all of them are really intense and bright, so definitely recommending this color acrylic system as well. After the application, I slightly pinch the nail and take off the form, and looks like I added too much clear on the free edge. And here's a little trick that I do sometimes. I just take the scissors and cut it off, but it will work only if the layer is like that, super thin, so please do not try it on, just simply cutting off the length. So this is what we need to do next. With the regular nail file, I'm filing the length and measuring them, so make sure they're all the same length, especially these three in the middle, index, middle, and ring finger. And you need to hold the file straight, make sure it's not moving back and forth, otherwise you will not have this straight edge. Then I will file the surface, and you can do it with hand file or use an e-file. I prefer using this shape, a cone-shaped green abrasive carbide bit, and there is not that much to file, but still we need to fix some things, especially product near the cuticle and along the sidewalls. Last step is buffing the surface, so if you were filing nails with a hand file, then you do not really need this step, you can simply skip it. But if I'm using an e-file, I usually buff after that, because after e-file the surface is, well, it's a little bit different, it's like super smooth. By buffing it, you can buff a little bit of cuticle and surrounding skin as well, make it super smooth, and also I think it's easier to apply top coat after that. Right now I'm buffing cuticles a little bit as well. Be careful with that, it will not work for sensitive skin, but for dry skin it works just perfect. Now do not forget to clean all the dust, and then we will seal it with a top coat. And this is definitely my favorite and my client's favorite moment when you apply top coat and you can see the final result, you can see how bright the colors are. How would you name this design, by the way? I first thought that this is something like sunny marble, but after I posted a little sneak peek on my TikTok account, many people called it Hot Cheetos design. Curing the top coat for 30 seconds in LED and the design is ready. I am definitely happy with the result and with the products as well, so Tone's acrylic system is my recommended product for now. Let me guys know what do you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you're first time here, consider subscribing as I post new nail art tutorials just like this one every week, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!